Okay. Now let's try some out. Okay, everyone, take out your notes. Everyone, take out your note paper. We're going to do this one together. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's read. Here we go. The Great Barrier Reef. Okay, now I'm gonna speed up a little bit because if I try to speak really slow, it's more difficult. Okay. The Great Barrier Reef is made of coral, a colorful rock-like substance actually composed of many small marine animals, each one less than half a centimeter in size. Coral grows in colonies that can reach over a meter and a half in height, and survive in these colonies can grow in close proximity to each other, okay, eventually joining up to form an underground chain or reef. Okay, the Great Barrier Reef, okay, refers to as a series among 3,000 coral reefs that stretch across the ocean floor in a 1,200-mile chain, which makes it so long that it can actually be seen from space. And apart from its size, the Great Barrier Reef is also renowned for its age. The living parts of the reef itself is around 8,000 years old, but sits atop the remain of dead corals that is much older. Okay? In some places, almost 500,000 years old. The system of living organisms is so ancient and so large would be fascinating to scientists by a simple fact that its existence alone. But the Great Barrier Reef is also of great scientific interest because of the diversity of marine life that live in its vicinity. Okay. Wow. Okay, see how long it is? Now the American people, North America, or white people, or people who speak English as their first language, right, really don't read this way. We don't read in detail. We normally skip things, okay, because especially for academic purposes. Now, if you're reading like a novel, love story, then you want to go into details because you want to know more, right? But most people don't have the time or the inclination to read a textbook this thick. So we need to break this down, okay? So it's really important you guys do this. Okay, let's break it down. First of all, okay, basically, we're gonna remove all the unnecessary vocab and the unneeded sentences. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Great Barrier. Why did I remove that? Look at the title. We don't need it. Okay, let's go read. Okay. Here we go. Substance. Okay, that's the word that you might not know. Marine, you might not know. Each one less than a. Why did I remove that? It's basically size. We don't care. Okay. Now in this case, instead of saying each one less than a certain, just put very small. The sentence before small already defined it. Okay. Next one, colonies. Over 1.5 meters height. That's size again. Okay. Colonies, because we already removed it. Proximity. Okay. Some you guys might know. Some people might not. Okay. The other one is Great Barrier. Okay. I removed it again, right? In a 1,200-mile chain, a 3,000 coral, okay, renowned, around 8,000 years old, in some places among 500,000, okay, years old, blah blah blah, organisms, okay, Great Barrier, okay, diversity, whatever, okay. So I removed all those, okay. You're like, teacher, really? I can remove all this and it still makes sense? Well, see. Here we go. This is before. There you go. This is after. Which one you want to take notes from? Do you want to take notes from the larger one or the smaller one? Oh, the small one. The small one that actually doesn't make sense though. If I read the next one, here we go. Okay, now before we outline, okay? And the Great Reef is made up of coral, a colorful, like actually composed of many small animals. Coral reef can be reached. Okay. Isn't it a lot easier to read? Everyone read this. Okay. You're gonna find that it's a lot easier to read. The points are still there. Okay. So let's take a look, and I'm gonna break it down. First of all, the reef. Okay, it's a coral. What is coral? Color like rock, right? Okay, what's inside? Small animals. Okay, take a look at it. Okay, grow close and chain, stretch across the ocean. Next sentence over. It's very long. Okay, and you can see from space. Okay, old. Scientists are interested in it, and it's marine life. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the question, here we go. According to paragraph 1, what is the coral made up of in detail, right? Okay, take a look at it. What is it? How many say it's rock? How many say it's colonies? How many say animals or reef? Now, if you look at the sentence right here, it says, coral is made up of coral. If you take a look at your notes, right? What is a coral made up of? Color rock-like, right? But look at the, what is it? Small animals. So the answer is, corals are small animals. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's continue. Okay, because we're gonna go into more examples. We went through one of them before. Well, let's go to another one. Okay, everyone take notes out. Your note paper. Okay. Here we go. Let's read together. The Great Barrier Reef. Okay, as stated above, the Great Barrier Reef is made of coral. But just as there are many different varieties of dogs, cats, and finches, okay, so too there are many varieties of corals, over 500 of which are found in the Great Barrier Reef. Okay, the rocky formations of the reef also provide shelter for a variety of small marine fish, and these in turn provide food for larger, more predatory fish. As a result, some scientists believe that the reef is home to up to 25% of all marine life of marine fish species. Okay. However, it is only a rough estimate since so few of the reef's fish species have been documented. In addition, the reef hosts a variety of sponges, okay, and anemones, okay, sea turtles, sea snakes, seabirds, and whales. Marine biologists therefore value the reef for what it can teach them about ocean ecology, and while other scientists are eagerly investigating the practical applications of chemical compounds produced by the creatures of the reef. Indeed, chemicals instantly discovered in reef organisms are already in the basis of many potent new medicines, including some that can battle AIDS and variety of cancer. Okay. So if that's the case, take a look. Okay. We read it together. So what do we first do? Eliminate unnecessary, reduce. Okay. Get rid of unnecessary things. Then what do we do next? Get rid of the vocab. What do? We reduced it. Now we note take, right? So let's take a look. Great Barrier, we don't need it. Okay. Varieties, might not know. Finches, might not know. Varieties of, okay, over 500 numbers we don't need. Okay. The Great Barrier, we don't need again. Foundations, got it. Okay. A variety of small, we don't need it again. Predatory, you might not know. 25% is number. Okay, estimated, might not know. Species. Okay. So I outlined all of that in red. Now you might not know. Okay, you might not need. Okay. Okay. Let's skip along. Ready? Now, if we reduce it, it looks like this. Here we go. You guys are still taking notes. Okay. Now take a look at your notes. Tell me, does it look very similar to mine? Well, let's see, okay? I'm going to show you my note taking, but before I do that, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to look at each sentence and try to break down your notes. Ready? Here we go. Let's do it together though, okay? It's kind of boring for me to stand here and wait for you guys. The Great Reef is made up of a coral, okay? But not just as there are many different dogs, blah 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 blah. There's so many coral. Okay. Second thing. Second sentence is talking about what? Small marine fishes, animals. Next sentence, as a result, some chemicals, okay? They provide food. Sorry, sentence before that. Okay. Next one, we're talking about scientists, okay? Now we're going to talk about scientists, right? The reef is home to many species. Okay? I put all different types of animals because rather than putting like the sponges, turtles, blah blah blah, don't need it. Just say a lot of animals. Okay? And teaches us ocean and chemical produce cause medicine, makes medicine. Okay? So if that's the case, then it's pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah. So let's take a look at the question. Looking at your notes, here we go. Looking at your notes, the coral reef, blah 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 blah. Okay? Then the question says, here we go. According to the paragraph 2, which of the following is a practical benefit of humanity, blah 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 blah. Okay? So which of the following is a benefit to humans? Which one is it? Well, one is teaching of ocean. Other one is chemical produce medicine. Right? So the answer is what? That's right, number 1. Right? Very good. You got it. Okay. Now, let's go over the things again, okay? One more time. Okay. Remember the practice is over and over again on your different type of reading. Just take the reading out and try to break it down. Don't worry about the questioning. Okay? If you can break it down and note take it, then you should be able to answer the question really easily. If you can't break it down and outline it, right, then you're going to have a difficulty doing it anyways. So don't try to, if your objective is to answer a lot of questions, it's not the right way of learning. Your objective is to break down as much paragraph as possible. Okay? So I want you to remove pointless information, dates, numbers, and time. Okay? Eliminate, remove unknown vocabulary. Okay? Reduce work with smaller paragraph. Then I need to outline. Outline, note only the main idea and major details. Okay? Remember the RERO. Okay? R-E-R-O. Okay? RERO. Okay? RERO. Okay?